Raider Nation, welcome to Protect the Shield podcast. It's your boy Chris, where opinions might not always be popular, but they'll always be authentic. Let's get right to it. So, guys, it's finally time to put the weak narrative to bed regarding the value of a running back. Because all I keep hearing is top teams no longer need a league-leading rusher. Top teams don't need a top running back. They don't need this. They don't need that. But let's really dig into the details of that statement. Because first of all, it's flat out not true. If we take a look at this, so here's, let's just focus on the facts. So here's a look at the league's leading rushers for the past 10 years. So besides the last 2 years with Josh Jacobs and Jonathan Taylor, 8 running backs took their teams to the playoffs. And even if we talk about Jonathan Taylor and the Colts that year of 2021, if you guys think about it, if the Colts didn't get hit so hard with the COVID protocol, they probably would have made the playoffs. I mean, because their quarterback couldn't play against us, or he couldn't practice all week, and he just played in the game against us, and they lost. And then I think the last game against the Jaguars, they got upset. But I'll just him aside. So I'll take JJ and Jonathan Taylor out. So if you're really looking at the rest of these running backs, Derrick Henry in 2020, the Titans, they were first in their division. 2019, Derrick Henry and the Titans, they were second in the division. 2018, Zeke and the Cowboys were first in the division. 2017, Kareem Hunt and the Chiefs, first in the division. 2016, Zeke and the Cowboys, first in the division. 2015, AP and the Vikings were first in their division. 2014, DeMarco Murray and the Cowboys, they were first in their division. In 2013, Shady McCoy and the Eagles. Any guesses to where they ended? First in their division. So, and just me knowing you guys, there's people in the comments right now, but they didn't win the Super Bowl. They didn't win the Super Bowl, Chris. What are you talking about? I get it. They didn't win the Super Bowl. You're right. You're right. But what does it take to win the Super Bowl? Let's look at that. So this slide, we're going to look at the quarterbacks that won the Super Bowl for the past 10 years. And before I even get there, one thing I don't understand is why are we so worried about what other teams are doing instead of focusing on how our team is currently built? But again, we'll get to that. So, at the end of the day, this slide shows the Super Bowl winning quarterbacks for the past 10 years. And if you look at it, virtually every year the quarterback was either MVP, Hall of Fame caliber quarterback. So again, let's just look at it. So if you look at 2013 with Russell Wilson. Now, Russell's a 9-time Pro Bowler. Now, if he makes the Hall of Fame or not, I don't know. I think he probably will. I mean, we're looking at what Russell did last year and frown in our face, but Russell was a dog. There's no way around it. 9-time Pro Bowler. But Russell also had an elite defense, the Legend of Boom. And then he had that particular year, Beast Mode led the whole league in rushing touchdowns. 2014, Tom Brady, he's a GOAT. 2015, Peyton Manning, Hall of Famer, top 5 quarterback ever. 2016, the GOAT. 2017, Nick Foles, he's a one-off. He doesn't help my argument, but statistically, there's going to be someone that doesn't. But again, even that year, the Eagles, they had the 4th-ranked defense in the league. They had an elite defense. 2018, the GOAT. 2019, the one that might end up being the GOAT one day. Who knows? He's a beast. Regardless, Pat Mahomes. 2020, the GOAT. 2021, he's another guy that doesn't necessarily fit my argument, but Matt Stafford, a good average quarterback, maybe slightly above average. But he also had a great defense, had some future Hall of Famers on that defense. Aaron Donald is going to go down as one of the best linemen D lineman that's ever played. A lot of his peers say that he is. Von Miller is going to be a for sure Hall of Famer. Jalen Ramsey, if he keeps his career up, he has an opportunity to maybe be a Hall of Famer. I mean, there's been years where he was undoubtedly the best corner in the game. I don't know. So I'm not going to say if he's Hall of Fame or not. It's still early, whatever. And then 2022, Mahomes again. So, you know what? I mean, if you don't have an MVP, Hall of Fame level quarterback, then you got to have a top tier running back and or an elite defense. I don't see how people don't see that. And unfortunately, the Raiders, we don't have that. We don't have a Hall of Fame top tier quarterback. Now, Jimmy, he should be able to run our offense efficiently, effectively, not turn the ball over as long as he can stay healthy. But I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of how you feel about Jimmy, you know, whether you like him or not, I mean, we all can agree he's not an MVP, you know, Hall of Fame level quarterback. And I think I want Jimmy to do great. And I think he will do great. But I mean, let's keep it real. And we know how our defense is. We don't have an elite defense. So I don't understand why people are so quick to say, hey, get rid of Josh Jacobs. I don't want to pay him probably the extra $3 million a year that he wants. I mean, you got to make it make sense, man. I just don't understand. I mean, at the end of the day, we have a homegrown guy that we drafted. Our best running back since what, Marcus? Our best running back since Marcus Allen and Bo Jackson and all them. And just because, you know, and my thing is sometimes you got to overpay. You got to overpay sometimes to keep good players. But this whole narrative about, you know, this whole narrative about the running back position, and we don't need a running back. Okay, if you have Pat Mahomes, then yeah, you could say that. We got Jimmy Garoppolo. He's going to have to do things based off of play action. I mean, he's not going to be able to put the team on his back. I wish he could, but that's not him, and that's all right. That's not even our system. We don't even need someone to necessarily do that. But my thing is, if you got an all-pro running back that's 25, that is homegrown, that wants to be a Raider, take care of that dude. This whole narrative is crazy to me. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. And then you guys again are acting like, you know, the good teams do not have a great running back. That's just not true. That's not true unless you have MVP Hall of Fame quarterback or a elite defense, which Raiders have neither. But let me know in the comments how you guys feel about it, because I know you guys, I love the passion that you guys have. But let me know where I'm wrong. Let me know what am I missing? Where's the gap at? What am I missing? Because as always, all opinions are welcome, but let's just base it on facts and logic. Let's take emotion out of it. Let's just base it on facts and logic, man. But tell me what you guys think. So players and coaches, they come and go, but we must always protect the shield. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, like, and share.